Alright, welcome to the live stream, guys. PoliticsGaming here, and today, or tonight actually, I am going to be playing I'm actually going to be continuing.
In a press release,
Ooh, that's loud. I'm actually going to be continuing my Canada playthrough. I have been talking. We should invade Canada. That's kinda gay, Ricky. You should probably take that back. But yeah, today I am actually going to plan on getting our nuclear power plants done. That is actually going to be a goal of mine for this live stream. I think my time limit is actually going to be an hour for tonight, since it is so late. Welcome to the live stream, Wildest Gamer. But yeah,
another group has claimed responsibility. This terrorist movement is inviting itself to the party.
Alright, we have a 5% growth rate. Our GDP is now $1.68 trillion, and our deficit is only 0.39. And we were just issued $1.2 billion of debt. It is good that we are actually not incurring a substantial amount of debt. In fact, we are literally kind of stagnating in our debt payments, as we are actually paying off some of our debt while incurring some debt. So it's kind of going back and forth. You can actually kind of see this visualized. As you can see from the beginning of the game, I nearly went up to 100% GDP that is covered by the debt. But then that shot right back down. So my max was actually 100.2. And then that went down to 99.8, then it went down to 99.3 or 99.4, and this red line right here is where it was in the beginning. So we are now below the original public debt from the beginning of the game. So we may need to renegotiate these debt. We may need to negotiate some of the debt, but it does look like the United States is giving us money for under a 1% interest rate, which actually, since I'm actually doing that, I'm actually going to post my link to this. And actually, guys, whoever is watching right now, I actually want you guys to help share my channel. Please and thank you. If you guys actually want to, go ahead and do that. I'm actually kind of doing this while I'm live streaming, but hey, what's going on, Nigerian Prince? Welcome to the live stream. But yeah, I mean, guys, just go ahead and help me share my channel. I mean, I need more subscribers, and the more I get, the more I'm going to be able to produce content. So yeah, I think that's about it. All right, so we are actually done here. And there's actually one more time. I'm actually going to be tagging everyone on a Discord. Alright, President of the United States here. I'm playing as the US on Power and Revolution. Yeah, whatever. Alright, so what we are actually going to do is we are going to come over here. We're actually going to check on our... okay, so sale price of electricity is stagnating. I don't know how to lower it, but I know how to increase it. So our ministry budget for energy is 5.7 billion, and was only 673 million in the beginning of the game. So that is interesting. Wow, we got 6 people watching. Welcome to the live stream, everyone, whoever is watching. Oh no, I do not want to do that. Let's go ahead and build another solar power plant. And let's build it right here. So I think that will actually get us above 20 terawatt or 100 terawatts produced by that. Belgium will break apart, and do you remember me from Discord? Yes, I do remember you from Discord, Nigerian Prince. Welcome to the live stream. 1.68. Okay, so last time we talked about this, we talked about increasing it. So I'm going to go ahead and increase the interest rate to 5%. That is going to be a bit costly, but we need to help fix the economy. Welcome to the live stream, Ala Abene. Abadbene. I have mutilated that name, but welcome to the live stream. I've never seen you here. So if you have not, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. And for those who are watching right now, go ahead and leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you are new here. Liking and sharing my channel is always appreciated and helps me out tremendously. So go ahead and do that if you have not. So what we are going to do, we're going to go ahead and increase this to 80,000. Just kind of increasing this by 5,000. I think I'm going to increase it by 10,000. Ooh, we got protests all over the country. Government's antisocial policy. Sit-in. We got a sit-in in the capital of Canada. 7,000 people are attending this sit-in. So the protest, nationwide protest, should not be more than a day. We're going to go ahead and send in the police to this sit-in so it does not last long or affect transportation in the capital.
Demonstration.
All right, and this is because of my social policy. I should join NATO. Canada is already a part of NATO. All right, we got rid of that sit-in, but we are losing approval by a very large margin. So how do I fix the social rating? That's what the question is right now. Parliament, we're less than a year from, or we're about a year from elections. I think so. 2020? Seems wrong. Hang on. Head of state. Vice president. Whoa. Nomination of head of government, democratically elected by the parliament. So, go to country. General information, executive body. Elections 10/25/20. Huh. I think these are, no, yeah, this is off by a year. This is wrong. I know for a fact that the Canadian election is in 2019, not 2020, so this is wrong. But we have an extra year to prepare for the election, so that is good. Police charge. I'd rather not play Political Machine. I suck at that game. What can I do to alleviate the social rating? Well, actually, I think increasing this would actually help my social rating out. I know that because... let me see how it would pass. Yeah, people would like that. Do that 2.4. Okay. Let's go ahead and do that, and let's see what passes. I know that's going to get us a better social rating. Yeah, see, that helped. Alright, so I guess we may have a bit of a better social rating across the country. Check term length. Okay, so let's go to head of state. Change the length of term. So this is assuming that the election was in 2015, which I doubt it was. Well, actually, I think it was, but I think the term length of the term length is 4 years. Let me look. What is your GDP growth and inflation? GDP is $1.68 trillion. Growth rate is about 4.5%. And inflation is about 1.6%. I know that. Okay, so what is the inflation of the Canadian dollar? 1.6%. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at this. Canadian election. Okay, the last Canadian election was in 2019. The 43rd Canadian federal election is on October 21st, 2019. I have a good idea for the next project. Hey, what's going on, Cool Fun? You should go on the mod creator and create a parliament with 20 parties with different political parties based on different ideologies. Unfortunately, I do not have the mod creator. I actually need to buy that soon, because that would actually spice up a lot of my channel. I have a couple of mod ideas that I want to do. Alright, so let's go here. Attraction parks, let's see what you need. Fast food, electrical materials, and electricity. So growing this sector would actually consume a lot of electricity. What do we need for fast food? Beef, fowl, potatoes, cereals, and sodas. That's actually interesting. It's very, very dependent on the agricultural sector, primary sector. Let's go ahead and check on our primary sector, actually. Trade balance is recovering, 104 billion last year and 96 billion this year. So sales are actually up by $4 billion. Profits are up by about $1 billion, less than $1 billion, about $800 million from what I am looking at. Productivity index has been going up. Income tax, however, has gone down by about 2%. Employment has gone up by about 2%, or not 2%, but like 0.02%. And manpower has actually gone up by about 12,000 people. Nearly exactly 12,000 people. So that is good. So the primary sector is actually panning out. Liquor, usually all countries actually have booze, beer, wine, and liquor all nationalized for some reason. Sugar, rice, and everything nice. If you don't get that reference, then I hate you. Rice has actually been going up. They need some water supply networks. What have you done to increase your budget? Excess? I have been slowly increasing the value added tax. It's actually gone up from about 17%, I believe, to 20% now. And so that's actually what I've been doing. I'm actually also working to decrease the real estate tax to actually help people out who need housing. Let's actually go ahead and check our numbers in housing. Unhealthy housing has gone down from 6% to 1.7%. Urbanization has gone up by about 0.45%. Population growth is going up. So that is actually kind of bad. I mean, wait. Okay, so it's 0.79 in the beginning of the game. So unless it jumped, or jolted, or something like that. Actually, I know exactly what it came from. Number of homeless people has gone down by about 2,000 people. So let's continue our efforts to actually do this. Let's go ahead and rehabilitate about 10,000 houses. Okay, 12,000. Abortion is now illegal except in the case of rape and birth defects in my game. Do you think Eversim might add multiplayer in this game or in GPS 5? Probably not in this game, honestly. If they actually do go forward with my interview, then I will bring up that question to see what their plans are on multiplayer. Heard something weird. What is your opinion on the best DLC of the game? 2018, hands down. Reduced income tax would cost $2.4 billion. Let me see. According to the World Bank, real estate policy that makes it easier to acquire real estate contributes to reducing poverty, promotes real estate investment, promotes productivity, and enables the poorest section of the population to avail to economic opportunities. It thus revitalizes the growth of the country. You asked to do an interview with them. I can never get any response from them on anything, huh? Hey, what's everyone who's watching right now, go subscribe to Sabaus. He actually has a very, very interesting series going on right now, where he is actually playing as Venezuela and he is trying to recover Venezuela. So everyone go ahead and go check out his series right now and go give him a subscription that he very much deserves. But in response to what Sabaut said, yeah, I have actually been talking to Eversim. I am actually in contact with the lead developer of the game and the founder of Eversim, Luis Maria Roquez. So it is actually very interesting that that me and him have actually been talking. Me and him have been talking for a couple of months now. Me and him did collaborate on a giveaway of the 2018 edition of the game. So, I'm very much happy that they have actually taken notice of my dedicated content to their game. And me and him have had a couple of emails coming back and forth. So that is what I have to say about that. I mean, so that's basically what's going on between me and Eversim. Ouch. Immigration. Let's go ahead and check our immigration situation. We got 262,000 illegal immigrants. These people are supposedly coming in from India and the Philippines, but I have no idea where they're coming from. Venezuela is a mess, a big mess, pretty damn cool. You've had some contact with them. Glad to hear that they are reaching out to the community. Yeah, and that's exactly what I'm trying to have them do, which we are talking about doing another collaboration. And how we are actually going to do that is under the discussion, which Louise Marie actually said, well, I would love to do a collaboration, but I don't know how to go forth with that. So if you have any ideas, go ahead and pitch them toward me. And then I said, well, for one, there could be an interview. There could be a Discord server that you guys could help me with. Because I already have the Discord server actually set up. I'm just waiting for them to join. So that is something that's going on. And another thing, I mean, obviously we could do like a giveaway or something like that, simple thing. But the two biggest things that I really want them to do, at least one of, is an interview or a Discord server, which I'm pretty excited for. So I'm hopefully going to get a response from them soon. And whenever I do get that response, I will let you guys know. So, any ideas of what kind of laws I should be passing? Should I be pursuing a liberal policy as Justin Trudeau is doing? Should I be pursuing a conservative policy on reducing taxes and abortion and stuff like that? I mean, what should I be doing? I mean, what kind of ideas do you guys have? Looks like this actually adjusted itself to inflation. Regulate physician-assisted suicide. Should I actually allow active euthanasia or assisted suicide tolerated or legal? What do you guys think? Psychiatric hospitals, let's go ahead and give that full funding, distribute all over the territory. And what I actually meant to do earlier was actually to do some oil wells. Come here, let's see what kind of oil we have in Saskatchewan. Okay, so we got weak, we got average, we got an average in British Columbia. Okay, so we got weak. Average. Average. Legal with doctor's consent if that's an option. I don't even know. Cause okay, we got weak. Weak. I know Canada's like abundant in oil. Very weak. Okay. So let's go ahead and do it where we got average. I have not played Commander-in-Chief, but I want to. You know, playing the original is always fun. Where's my average? Let's see what we got next to Alaska. Very weak. Okay, so let's go back to average. Okay, here we go. Probably gonna have to go after shale. Oh no, I actually made that to a 4-month building. That added multiplayer and geopolitical too. They did, but for some reason they took it out in this version of their game. So it's odd. Again, that would be definitely a topic of discussion for an interview if that were to happen. Looks like Saskatchewan is pretty abundant in shale oil. Let's go ahead and put an oil well there. Alright. So, okay, so what I really need to do is actually, I need to stop dicking around and I need to finish these nuclear power plants. These things need to open, so we can start producing a lot more energy for our nation. 272, so soon enough we should be about 60 days from completing it. And I know this one was actually supposed to be completed very, very soon. Law on tax on large fortunes. So that passed. 2.4%. So that gave us a very, very good social rating. Quebec should be independent. Well, I'm not going to let them... I'm not going to let Quebec go anytime soon. Energy independent Canada, eh? Alright, Sabau's freaking Canadian. Alright, inflation seems to be continuing to go up. Quebec has major culture difference. That's why they should be independent. Well, they're still going to be mine. Oh, look at this. Canada's down all the way down right here. Venezuela's all the way up here. Nuclear energy a better option than fossil because many countries they have a lot of fossil. Fossil energy is quite good, but it does need a lot of coal and natural gas and stuff like that. So my preferred energy production. Ooh, we just suffered a terrorist attack. My preferred energy production comes from solar and nuclear. Nuclear creates a lot of. It creates about 20 terawatts, 20 to 25 terawatts per unit. Solar creates about a couple of terawatts, but you can produce a lot more of them for a cheaper price. So honestly, I can link you to the energy guide that I actually created for that purpose so you guys know which energy production is actually the best. So if you guys want that, go ahead and tell me, and I will put it into the chat for you guys to click and go view. Conflict against the Philippine community. Dead calm. Yeah, I remember that. Oh no, 9 dead.
A fragmentation grenade was thrown in the middle of the town's post office. Many people appear to have died of injuries from shrapnel explosion. The perpetrator of this attack managed to get away, but we have quite a precise description.
Alright, so I will actually link the energy guide right now. So, guys, I'm gonna do that real quick before I continue on. So what I ask for you guys to do is actually, okay, so share. I'm gonna link, and got a link, and there you guys are. Everyone who is watching right now, I want you guys to go and give that a 5-star rating. And also favorite it to make sure that you guys know exactly what to do with your energy policy. And yeah, I mean, Isaiah, I mean, if you want to see how hard it is to play Venezuela, I mean, look at Sabaus's series on Venezuela. Real estate tax, why does that go up? Okay, so we're going to reduce you. I think it's adjusting to yeah, inflation is affecting it. It's going up because of inflation. I'm gonna have to do something. Nice energy guide politics. Saved. Yeah, thank you so much, Sabaus. Abandon the Ganymede program. Ooh. Latest INE report, the wealthiest portions of the population consider the increased wealth tax as scandalous. Tragic death of a couple of octogenarians? They died huddled one against the other at the far end of the dead end. Boris and Valentina had been married for 63 years. They'd never known the streets until last month when they were unable to pay their rent. Isolated, without means to get their medicines, they preferred to commit suicide using sleeping pills, but with the few coins they had begged for, rather than to endure so miserable an end. This is the 8th suicide of this kind in Tashkent in less than a month. Wow. It's actually depressing. I'm gonna screenshot that. That's so sad. Damn, like what's going on in Uzbekistan? Where's Tashkent? Oh, there it is. It's the capital of Uzbekistan. The fact that I can even recognize these countries. Let's see what's going on in Zimbabwe. GDP per capita. Wow, look at that. Look how worthless their money is. Inflation is negative 1.31%. Let's go ahead and check to see who has the highest inflation in the world. Venezuela, 241%. South Sudan, 221%. I think I said that twice. God, look at all these countries. It's only gotten worse. Especially South America. Ooh, what's been going on with Argentina? So 40% to 23%. So Argentina's recovering, actually. Taxation. Internet access. Okay, so I have an idea how to fight inflation. Frequent and very repressive. Okay, so 55%. People are actually going to like that. Let's go ahead and call it deflationary. Deflationary Action Act. Create the reform. All right. So we're going to have to increase tax on large fortunes. Let's go ahead and put that at 3%. I think that would actually be liked. It's not going to get us $3 billion in profit, but... Okay, so... add to the reform. That actually got us over 50%. And... liquor tax. Let's increase this. No. It's going to hurt growth. Employee. Let's go ahead and reduce that to 0.7. Actually, 0.8 would be fine. Cancel that. And increase this to 0.7. I know that's going to get a little bit of support. And add to the reform. So we need to make sure that we're going to keep our popularity. Otherwise, ooh, purchasing power, people didn't like that. So let's go ahead and do something that people will like. For Byzantium and Constantinople, oh my god. Let's give more access to the handicapped. Let's go ahead and send in the bulldozers. Hopefully that doesn't turn into a full-scale riot. I know we're going to be... Deflation Act makes inflation higher. Shut up. We're going to lose a little bit of approval because of us sending in the bulldozers, but 47%. We need to get that higher. Oh my god, that approval rating is just spooking me. See, we haven't been able to get that above 70%. That just sucks. Didn't the US hack you in the last stream? No. No, they didn't. Thank God.
The preparation.
And plus, even if they tried, I don't think they would be able to succeed. Because I have a silver protection plan.
We have strong suspicion.
Oh no. Alright, let's go to Secret Service. Let's go to Terrorist. That's a Jihadist Caliphate, I believe. This guy played Geopolitical Simulator 2018, so we should probably arrest him. Okay, this guy is definitely up to no good. He browsed sites with sexual content, bought a large quantity of nails, bought a canister of gas. He brought a drone and made several phone calls to an enemy nation. We're going to go ahead and arrest him. Total Jihad, let's go ahead and put all of these guys under surveillance. I wonder if Canada has a worse cybersecurity. Well, wouldn't say so, because I've already upgraded it. Launch a cyber protection plan. Let's see how much this costs. $5.3 billion. That's expensive as hell. Neutralization of Mike Master. Oh yeah, I just literally took out the head of a terrorist organization. You want to talk about what statements were made in the press. Whatever. President of Gabon. Anti-terrorism, we got a little bit of traffic is jammed. Jihadist Caliphate, Group Bomber. Karaoke in Ottawa. In fact, the bomber was participating in karaoke, thus delaying the schedule for triggering the explosive. Out of the blue, we received Jihadist Caliphate's claim of responsibility before the attack had even occurred. Arriving at the place, the terrorist singer was still on the stage singing Bang Bang. We must think about this, Prime Minister. I am not invading the United States. I do not have the military for that. Hey, what's going on, Shingletop? I have never seen you in the live stream before, so welcome to the live stream. Wow, we got a good social rating off of that, but purchasing power is just killing that.
The vote was held.
Purchasing power just killed our popularity right now. It's 42%. We need to figure out how to get that higher. Should sell some nickel. I think Canada has a lot. I will check in a couple of minutes. Then invade something else. God, you guys always want to see invasions. Okay, let's 150,000. Ooh, that put us up by about 0.5. Okay, that's saved our popularity. So we don't have to worry about being thrown out or resigning or something like that. And we got a little bit more popularity because of anti-terrorism actions. Okay, so when are these nuclear power plants going to be done? I do not want to end this live stream until they're done. God, we need to stop messing around. Bomb defused in Regina train station. Make nukes and bomb DC in New York City. No. God, you guys are so violent. Damn. Okay, so we got 60 days for the British Columbian plant to be completed. And I do believe we have about less than that for the Quebec. Yeah, we do. Or about the same time. In the meantime, I am actually going to upgrade my right here. So what can we do? Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and attend that funeral. Toronto to okay. Oh god, we got a lot of lag. I do not want this game to crash. Saskatoon, Saskatchewan. Let's go ahead and do a Calgary to Saskatoon train line. How much would that cost? 34 months. $20 billion. Oh god, that is very expensive. Maybe put everyone thing on max. What about Calgary, Saskatoon Highway? Upgrading the infrastructure of Canada would be a very, very high priority, especially for national defense purposes. We can get that done in, okay, so $5 billion. Let's go ahead and get that done in 18 months, $4.6 billion. Okay. Oh, that just went up. Let's go ahead and do that. Ooh, our deficit is very, very low. This will be met with criticism and be considered a waste of public money. But we got some approval because of something. Undoubtedly. Undoubtedly, I hate people. So the Calgary-Saskatoon Highway will be beneficial for national defense purposes, and then maybe soon enough we can make a Saskatoon-Winnipeg Highway, which will, again, what I really want to do, I want to connect Vancouver all the way to Ottawa with highways. That will be a very, very good thing for national defense, as we need to invest in the nation's national defense, which, similar to the United States and their federal highway network, having a Canadian federal highway network would be beneficial to allow ease of transportation of our national troops from coast to coast. As we are a big nation, if something were to happen, we would be in the midst of a national crisis. By the time we already realized it, British Columbia would have fallen, or Quebec would have fallen, or Newfoundland and Labrador. Save your game. You should do a US save with warmongering, like at 75 or even 100%. People will be bonding. Reducing that would help purchasing power. Yes, I know. Oops. I know that, but my goal was actually to get the VAT tax to actually be 20%, and that is as high as I'm going to go. Other than that, I'm going to be reducing a lot of other taxes to make sure that people are able to do a lot. So, I should actually invest in another highway, since that actually helped out a lot. So I'm actually going to pause this. Let's go ahead and do a highway from Vancouver to Calgary. That would actually be a very good highway. That would already have halfway, so we would already have connected Vancouver all the way to Saskatoon. I feel like connecting Calgary to Regina would have been better, but Saskatoon, or actually we could do a Saskatoon-Regina highway, and then Regina all the way to Winnipeg, and then Winnipeg would have to connect all the way to Ottawa. That's going to be something to think about. But this should actually be cheaper. Wow, 34 months. Let's go ahead and get this done. We're going to invest $7.3 billion. Actually, 18 months, $8.6 billion. We're going to go ahead and... Why were you really bad playing Brunei? You can't deny it. Hey, I mean, it's not my fault. Brunei is a really, really shitty country. Let's go ahead and invest in that. Not that much to the deficit, so that is good that we are not wasting a lot of money. Which actually, something is actually really cool. We could actually soon enough see an update that would actually allow us to name highways. That would actually be a very, very fun thing to do for the game. Naming highways, such as, like this one would be the Vancouver Calgary Highway. Or like I could name it like the Kyle Kevin Canadian Highway or something like that. That would actually be really badass. So I actually got a reply from Eversum themselves that actually they said that would be an interesting idea, and we've actually added it to the think tank. And they said that would actually not be as hard a task to actually implement. So we should actually be able to see nameable highways and construction projects very, very soon. The think tank. Oh my god. I was born in Ottawa, interestingly enough. Always good. With you to the death. K. Thomas. I wish what we could actually do, what we actually may need to do is actually, build a highway from either Calgary or Vancouver all the way to Whitehorse. Or we need to at least connect these areas over here to the rest of Canada, because these areas are so dispersed. But I mean, like in a real sense, it wouldn't make too much sense. I mean, look, 15,000 people. I mean, Whitehorse, 16,000 people. These are very, very small villages. Vancouver, 1.8 million people. Calgary, 923,000. Saskatoon, 197,000. I mean, the most, like, I think 90% of the population of Canada is actually all along this border right here with the United States. When it comes to war, you can't really do anything as Canada. Yeah, I know that, but at least having a national defense network of highways to allow for the ease of transportation of our troops across the nation from Ottawa all the way to Vancouver, that would allow us to actually assist in ourselves. So it's more of a national defense measure. We're about to go to the year of 2019, so we're going to go ahead and get that better. Make some enemies already, that's what makes it better. I usually play more to kind of focus on my own country. I mean, I kind of agree with what Spout said. Sabow said is, I mean, you usually concentrate on your own country. I mean, you know, going to war in this game is not really that fun. To me personally, I mean, that's just how I see it. You can start building a badass military. I'm kind of building up the military. And no, I'm actually not going to build that up yet, because I keep getting protests every single time and my popularity is already low enough. Once I actually get about 70% popularity, I'm actually going to do that. 121,000 police officers. Let's go ahead and recruit them. And there is a protest. Alright, now the pacifist union is starting to protest and they're starting to cause problems. Meeting requests is South Korea. Ooh, 3.16 or 3.61 billion dollar cash surplus. We just paid off some of our debt. Good. Our housing policy is a model for many countries. Great. So here is our end of year, or a year to year growth rate. This is an average result, 5.83% growth for a Western nation in 2018, and our GDP is now at $1.731 trillion, $1.731 billion. So these are actually very, very good numbers. We were actually at a $1.6 trillion GDP last year. Ooh, we are actually completing this nuclear power plant. Let's go ahead and watch it be completed. Finally, we are now in a functional nuclear power plant. We are now producing more energy for ourselves. And the one that I actually was not supposed to complete, we are now 10 days away from completing it. We are actually going to complete this nuclear power plant, and we are going to do this meeting with South Korea that I forgot about. Okay, so they want to sell us fuel. We don't have a surplus of fuel, so we're actually going to accept this, but we are going to negotiate this price. Let's go ahead and get this down. 885, 885, 994, 994, 1009. Okay, so they accepted that $1,009. No, Canada does not have any nukes. Thank God. 2.7%, ouch. Budget deficit at 0.13. And the debt service has risen, will rise by the new year to $33.1 billion. And the deficit is at 0.13. So these are actually very healthy results. I mean, we're kind of seeing a rise of some things, especially the debt service, which I mean, usually making higher debt service is not that good for your country, but at the same time, we do have a very, very good surplus, so we really don't have to worry about it. What we do have to worry about is this inflation. Actually, I'm going to increase this to 5.5% in retaliation. So we need to take control of this situation with our inflation. But we are going to go ahead and watch this nuclear power plant complete. And we now have 2 functional nuclear power plants in the Canadian border. Let's go ahead and see our power distribution. Hydraulic electricity is now accounting for less than half of our energy production. Let's go ahead and check our actual energy production. We are now producing 664 terawatts of energy. We are now spending $7 billion on our energy sector. There was an attack. There was a terrorist attack, so we need to deal with this in a second. He was known. There was a bomb attack in a cinema during a projection of a film about Georges McKinnon. 5 people were killed. It would seem the device was placed under a seat. Prime Minister, I fear we are witnessing the beginning of a psychosis. Security procedure have been set up, particularly at the beginning of every session, and there is a systematic bag search in the audience. Make Canada a one-party state and make everything illegal. That's a pretty broad statement. So we now have 3 nuclear power plants that are producing 111 terawatts of energy. There was actually another solar plant we actually have completed. We are actually very, very close to actually completing that. So I'm actually going to go to the completion of that. How do you fix unemployment in your country and make them work? Reduction of taxes, I believe. Wow, we are giving our employment agency a lot of money. Let me see what my unemployment is. Usually subsidies and just generally not having a bad economy is how you actually create lower unemployment. Getting more federal workers, such as police, teachers, cyber analysts, stuff like that. That's how you actually really help out your national economy. DEDCOM against the Philippine terrorist organization, which actually I'm not seeing them on here. It's only because they actually rose up and actually started fighting the government. Let's go ahead and put 10,000 national agents. Okay, let's put that at a max. Shadow president. Quezon problem. Yeah, it's really about the economy. Yeah, it's really honestly how you deal with the economy is how you really do with it. Otherwise, like, it's not. I mean, usually unemployment goes down as long as you don't have a shitty economy. I wonder if I actually am gonna get my video demonetized by saying that word. Can you create jobs? Yes, you can create jobs by, again, adding more federal workers, such as medical staff, stuff like that. I'll go ahead and increase that by about 10,000. Let's actually check a couple of things. Let's go ahead and check my aluminum sector. Okay, so we're seeing a deficit of that now. The Pope is dead. Aww. Alright, February 7th, or 2/6/19. February 6th, 2019. Mark your calendars, guys. That's whenever Pope Francis is gonna die. So I don't know how to recover this. This is actually starting to annoy me. Let's go ahead and put a 2% custom duty on it. Press F to pay respects, boys. So we are actually nearing a $1 trillion. Oh wow, we actually already now owe ourselves $1 trillion. At least most of the money is going to. Ooh. Oh no. Crap. Oh, I know exactly what what it was. It was actually a Indian space project. So that got us 11% in popularity, so that was good. Let's check our illegal immigrant situation. I think I may leave this alone, but we may need to do something. Do you guys think I should deport them? You know what? I'm actually going to do this through straw poll. I'm actually going to allow you guys to pick this. Alright, and I am going to allow you guys to vote on this poll. Poll Prince is still alive on my game. 9, 18, and 19. Oops. That actually did not create... Okay, so I didn't create it. Actually, ignore that, guys. Reducing payroll taxes also helps employment. Yeah, that actually does. So, reducing payroll taxes would actually help. By the way, welcome to the live stream, John Wayne. I've never seen here. So everyone, go ahead and go vote on that. I want to see what you guys think about what I should actually do with the illegal immigrants. I have a feeling that everyone's going to vote to deport, but it's the secret racism inside of all of us. All right, and we got another Pope in, election of Pope Nicholas VI. The cardinals appointed a new head of the Catholic Church. Henceforth, His Holiness Pope Nicholas VI will be, no doubt, an exemplary guide and peacemaker among the people. Let's rejoice, Prime Minister, and give thanks to God, asking Him to grant Nicholas VI strength and wisdom. Callisto. Election. Alright, so we are seeing a couple of votes come in, and I will actually check that tomorrow. I'm actually gonna have to save that poll. Okay, so we're gonna copy it, and I am going to paste it. So I was reading a couple of messages. Alright, so there we go. And we are actually going to play to the beginning of March, and I think I will actually leave this in. We are now reaching the 1 hour mark, but there was a terrorist action in the United States. It does look like there was a terrorist action that killed 7 people in Grand Rapids. Suicide bomber attack a police station. He had a grenade in his mouth. Cheeks were big. I thought it was a toothache. Then funny noises that he made with his mouth began to awaken my suspicion, but I never thought it would be some kind of warning message. Not thinking twice, I went out, and the moment I crossed the threshold, I heard an explosion from behind me. God bless. Rest in peace to all 7 people who have died in that terrible terrorist attack in Grand Rapids, Michigan. How do I dismantle terrorist organization with God inspired and without it? if you have inflation from low employment, opening of borders should help. Jesus. So, yeah, guys, I actually think I'm going to end this live stream. Let's actually see what the poll is at right now. It is actually split between 3 ways. So, I'm going to go ahead and leave you guys there. Guys, if you guys want to talk more about politics and things of the sort, go ahead and... Oops, that's the wrong one. Well, actually, I'll invite you guys to actually both of them. So, guys, go ahead and join my official PoliticsGaming server, and go ahead and join my Commonwealth of Virginia server, which I will actually send a link to that too. So those are the links to both of my servers. I'm going to start adding them to my live streams so you guys don't have to do anything. So I don't have to sit there and like put it into the thing. So you guys can just join it right there. So guys, go ahead and join those servers. And guys, without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and leave it right there. So if you guys like this, go ahead and leave a like and subscribe. I actually want one more person to leave a like to this video so I can actually get to 10 likes on this video. That would be amazing. So guys, go ahead and do that. And next time we are going to figure out what we are going to do with the rest of our energy production. We are going to do something. So we got, actually, did this even finish yet? Yes, it did. All right, so we are now done with all of our construction projects that we meant to do. It is now March 11th, 2019. We are now more than a year and a half from the Canadian federal election. So, hopefully you guys can actually be there to help me out with that Canadian federal election. So, I will see you guys in the next video of the Canadian nation so we can actually continue to help Canada recover. We now have 11 likes on this video. So guys, thank you guys so much for watching. And Twankton entered the live stream right as I'm signing off. So that is unfortunate. I will be back tomorrow, most likely, to actually continue this live stream. So guys, if you guys like this, go ahead and leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Twankton, if you actually can subscribe to the channel, because I've never seen you here, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, because I am going to be continuing more of this Canada gameplay. So if you want to see more Canada, I will be doing more Canada, most likely tomorrow. I'm still not sure of that, but I will probably tomorrow morning Central Time, or tomorrow around noon. So guys, again, leave a like, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video where I'll continue playing as Canada. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next live stream where I'll continue developing Canada's economy and more.